Hello, everyone, and as always, thank you for tuning in to 88.3 FM WXOU, your home for Oakland Grizzlies sports. We welcome all you listeners to stay tuned at 7 o'clock for a women's college basketball matchup of our Oakland Golden Grizzlies taking on the Youngstown State Penguins. The broadcasters for that match will be play-by-play Harjun, Buttar, and color Joey Hayes. In this matchup, it'll be a close game. Youngstown State currently sits at 8th in the Horizon League, and they're looking to move into that 7th spot in front of Oakland. Both records remain relatively the same. Youngstown State 9-14 overall with a 5-8 in-conference record, but they tend to struggle a lot on the road. So this is going to be a very important matchup for Oakland to take advantage of if they want to remain in their 7th spot to have better seeding for the upcoming Horizon League tournament. To give you a quick pre-game of what you can expect in this performance, Youngstown State is a 1-7 road team and struggles, and Oakland tends to try to take advantage of that on the blacktop. But the Gwins are coming off a win in their last game against Milwaukee and have won 2 of the last 3. Youngstown State is a very powerful defensive team who tend to rely on their inside capabilities to keep people out of the paint. They are second in the Horizon League, and opponent points per game sitting at 61.6. They are third in opponent field goal percentage and second in opponent three-point percentage. So when it comes to the defensive side of the floor, the Penguins run that category. They also sit at third in free throws, so they tend to get to the line, and that's how they get a lot of their points. Their team is led by Emily Saunders, one of the best players in the Horizon League, who leads the team with 12.2 points per game, which is 13th in the Horizon League, 6.3 boards, which is 11th, and 2.3 blocks, which currently sits at number 1 in the Horizon League. So she is a true leader in that defensive effort behind the Gwins. But she does have her supporting cast, Dana Gerald's 10.1 points per game, and a team-leading 3.6 assists per game, and Malia Magestro, who sits at 9.3 points per game and 2.2 assists. As for the Oakland end, as I said, 9-12 overall record, 5-8 in conference, which is good for 7th, just in front of the Penguins in the Horizon League. But our Golden Grizzlies are coming off 2 losses in a row at Wright State and NKU, both away losses. Overall, Oakland is a pretty good scoring team. They sit as 3rd in the Horizon League in scoring at 73 points per game, but they tend to run that through their rebounding. They are 3rd in rebounds per game with 37.1 and are number 1 in the Horizon League in offensive boards with 14.9. They are led by their star point guard, sophomore Brooke Quarles-Daniels, who we talk about a lot on this radio station. She sits at 13.1 points per game, leading her team 9th in the Horizon League. An astounding 6.3 rebounds for a guard, 10th in the Horizon League, and 2.7 assists, and a Horizon leading 2.4 steals per game. She's helped out by her sharpshooter, Linda Van Schaik, who averages 10 points per game and 5 boards. And, of course, down, manning the middle, is Miriam Ibizam, who sits at 7.1 boards per game, which is 4th in the Horizon League and number 1 on this Oakland roster. It's going to take a lot for this Oakland team to try to overcome the slower Youngstown State Penguins with that gritty defense that they play, but Oakland's offenses tend to be very important in their keys to winning. So please stay tuned for 7 o'clock where we will head down to the blacktop for our Oakland women's college basketball matchup. Thank you.
And you are now listening to 88.3 FM based in WXOU based in Auburn Hills, Michigan. And today we are here at the Arena for the women's basketball games of the Oakland Golden Grizzlies versus the Youngstown State Penguins. Be a really interesting matchup here. Oakland with a record of 9-12 versus YSU's record of 9-14. Kind of even matchup here. What can we be expecting today, Harj?
Hey, Joey. Yeah, like you said, it's going to be a pretty even matchup. Both these teams have had trouble traversing through their Horizon League schedule. Youngstown State is coming off a 73-66 win over the Milwaukee Panthers. They overcame a halftime deficit to win a big game. And Magestro led all the scorers in the game with 23 points, and they've won 3 of their last 5. So they're looking to get hot, and they're peaking at the right time. February basketball is dangerous basketball, Joey. Some keys to win this game are probably to get the ball into Saunders in the middle, They like to play a little bit fast to the post, so height advantage is going to be key. They got to get Malia Magistro open, especially on the perimeter, because she is an absolute weapon. And probably the most important part is they got to smother Miriam Abizim and Brooke Quarles-Daniels, who are second and third in the Horizon League in offensive rebound. Just control the ball, and that's probably how they're going to win the game. Looking at Emily Saunders, she's leading the team in points, rebounds, and total rebounds, and is backed up by Paige Shai and Malia Magistro. For Oakland, it's been a little bit of a struggle. They just came off an 82-90 loss to Northern Kentucky. They shot well. They shot nearly 43%, but they allowed NKU to shoot almost 48. And Macy Blevins scored 30, and Harjun McCrae scored 23, so they just got to get their defense in a rhythm. They got to get good outside shots. They got to play clean and smart. Been getting into a lot of foul trouble at the end of each quarter, and all the games they played in both January and February. Maddie Skorupski and Brooke Quarles-Daniels are probably going to be the best focal points. Because this team is so small, they don't have as much height. They can't really play in the paint as much. So they're going to have to rely on their outside shooters, and that's where Brooke Quarles-Daniels comes in. Not only can she shoot outside, but she can also be a threat to drive into the paint. And she's backed up by Makai McCormick, who is an absolute phenom from the outside.
Thank you, Harj. And of course, as you were saying before, the height advantage here that my apologies. People like
Emily Saunders, she's 6'5", but it's not just their physical, how tall they are. It's also how high they can jump. Take a look at someone like Paige Shai. She's only 5'10", and she plays forward because she has such a high vertical, and she can get up there and get those rebounds. It's going to be a struggle for Miriam Abizim and Brooke Quarles-Daniels to maintain possession of the offensive rebounds. It was one of the struggles they had at home against Cleveland State was maintaining the ball. Because if they can do that, they're good with second chance points, and they're able to get the ball into the basket much more efficiently.
Absolutely. I feel like starting lineup right here is looking good for the Golden Grizzlies. Have some really good key players here. But of course, you know, it all comes down to that shooting percentage. A couple weeks back, I believe we had a really big problem where Oakland had a really big problem with the shooting percentage. Almost felt like they couldn't really hit a shot. And I believe the game after that, we had a better shooting percentage, but because as long as we keep that long game, you won't have to really worry about the big guys as much, as long as we also play offensive defense.
100%. You take a look at the upset win against #1 ranked Green Bay. What was working for them was their outside shot. It was one of the rare days where shots were falling, and you take a look at the game against Detroit Mercy, pretty much the same thing. And then you take a look at a game like the one against Cleveland State, where they got up to a 12-point lead, and the Vikings cut it down to 2 by half, and Oakland just never was able to recover and overcome that had in the first half.
We have Miriam Abizim and Abby Saunders up here for tip-off to start off this game here. Tip-off goes to the Penguins. The Penguins' hands. Layup attempt. Saunders there with using her height advantage. Got that rebound. Tried putting it back up. It was just not there.
And you're just seeing the height advantage come within the first 8 seconds of the game. Emily Saunders was right there and easily grabbed the defensive rebound, or the offensive rebound, apologies.
Yeah. Very, very good asset here for the Penguins. Over the hands of 22 Shaylee Kirby. That one's good for the Penguins. First 2 points of the game here goes to the Penguins here. Now in McCormick's hands. McCormick trying to make some work. Almost on the faceplate here. Passes it over to Daniels. Daniels trying to push past. And it's just blocked off there by Emily Saunders.
Yeah, this full court press is really making Oakland struggle to move the ball up the court.
And I knew before this game even started that Saunders was going to be a big problem here for the Oakland Golden Grizzlies. Back in the hands of the Penguins here. 10, Dana Gerald over to Ellie Magistro. Magistro trying to push down here. Back over to Dina Gerald. Trying to direct traffic here. Throws it over to number 23, Haley. Here to Saunders. Saunders now towering over the 6'2", Miriam Abizam. Points for the Penguins. McCormick over to Van Schaik. First possession. Van Schaik pass it into the knees of a Penguin, Melia Magestro, and that will be out of bounds there for the Golden Grizzlies.
Yeah, just unable to find passing lanes.
Very interesting start here to this basketball game. Over the corner, over to Daniels, the inbound. McCormick on the right-hand side of the court, pushing down in the middle. Almost took a free throw shot there, but it's rebounded by Saunders there. We have the Penguins pushing down the court here. They're on the top of the key here, number 2. Over to 23, over to Saunders, right below the net. Saunders with an easy layup.
That height advantage is going to continue to work its magic because all the outside shooters have to do if they're covered is just dish it to Saunders. She's just going to grab it right over top.
And then Scheich from the corner rings out. Gets rebounded by Miriam. Miriam misses the layup, goes for another one. It's good for the first game.
You got to respect the Beason's hustle to just get the offensive rebound and get the putback points.
Dana Jarrells over to number 22. Shaylee Kirby back over to number 2. Malia Magestro went for a layup there and no good.
Yeah, Alexis Johnson got a little bit too aggressive there. Malia Magestro just flew by her, and the help defense had to kind of collapse. And by the time they got there, it was too late to make a good contact on the ball. And that's what happens to you.
Arena's getting really rowdy to try to knock her off here. Now it works, gets the first point there. 7-2 is your score. Penguin lead. Go for another one here for the Penguins. Goes for it, and it's good for the Penguins. 8-2, 6-point lead that the Penguins have on the Golden Grizzlies right now. And Van Schaik over to McCormick. McCormick with a pass over to Van Schaik. Van Schaik trying to find someone. Over to Daniels. Daniels, long pass over to Alexis Johnson. Alexis Johnson with a 3 in the corner. Maybe Alexis Johnson's first 3 and first points of the game.
Alexis Johnson's probably the most dichotomous player on Oakland. When she's open, she is an absolute bucket.
Dana Jarrells now pushing down the court here. Dana Jarrells with a shot. Off, bounces off. Miriam Babizan with the rebound there. Quick pass over to Daniels. Daniels trying to push down the court. Getting contested. Number 2 is Shaylee Kirby. Now they're down on the ground, wrestling for the ball here. Whistle blown.
That's going to be Oakland's ball.
That'll be Oakland ball. Yeah, very interesting start we've seen here. Absolute domination. Emily Saunders with her, 6'5" frame. It's a hard hill to climb there.
Yeah, but
someone that tall.
Also, give credit to Oakland's ability to overcome adversity. It isn't something that we've seen a lot this season, but they cut a 6-2 deficit down to just 3.
Yeah, they've been getting really good at closing these gaps here, but McCormick with the ball, contested by number 2. Trying to push up. Miriam Beason with the layup, and it's good for Miriam.
Yeah, that was a good pass there.
Just closing the gap even more between the lead. 1-point lead here that the Penguins have.
Got to rely on your experienced guards to know where everyone is going to be and just dish the rock into the right spot.
Malia Magestro over to number 22, Shaylee Kirby. Abby Davidson over. Apologies, over to Magestro. Magestro with the shot doesn't work out there. Haley Theory over to Saunders. Over number 22, Shaylee Kirby with the shot, and that's a 3.
Van Schaik couldn't close out fast enough to
score 7-11. Penguins lead here. McCormick with the ball. Pass over to Daniels. Alexis Johnson with the shot. And it's another good 3. I didn't see it from the angle I was at there. But that would be Alexis Johnson's second 3-pointer of the game. Haley Theory pushed down here. Quick layup there. Good play. Haley Theory there.
Yeah, that mid-air stop got her the separation she needed to get the layup.
13-10. Penguin lead right now. Oakland has been doing a good job of keeping this gap closed, though, I will say. Over to Miriam. Back over to McCormick. McCormick pushing down. Gets turned over. Now you have Kirby with the ball over. My apologies, Kirby with the layup there, and that'll be 2 for YSU.
It seemed like Oakland's offense was getting into a rhythm, and then they got into that turnover, and Youngstown State just went on a fast break.
Just seeing by how YSU's been playing, they definitely want to steal the ball as many times as they can. Want to make sure that they're shot there for Oakland, 15-12. Good play there by number 23, Haley Carey.
Just got lost in Oakland's defense.
Yeah, making these little setup plays here. It's working good here. 17-12. Penguin lead. Miriam now at the three-point line. Over to Lena Van Schaik underneath the net. Lena Van Schaik with a layup. It's not there. Penguin ball now. On the hands of Dina Gerals. Dina Gerals, who's down below. Over in the corner. Finds Kirby. Kirby all taken away there. Malia Magestro now with the ball. Pushing down. Layup. It's not good. Oh, collision there between 22. My apologies. Malia Magestro and Miriam.
Yeah, they're always going to defer. Miriam Abizan got caught on the wrong end of that.
17-12 is your score as we go into media timeout. We will be back for the second part of this first quarter here. 4 minutes and 25 seconds left on the clock, and we will be right back. Welcome back, everybody. We are back here in the arena, the women's basketball game. Youngstown State Penguins. Score is now 17-12. And we are passing over to the sideline with Andrew here.
Hey guys, Oakland shooting woes have been on full display this Horizon League season. It's been a combination of bad shot selections, bad luck, and defensive mismatching with speedy forwards against guards willing to drive in. With an injury to Kiani Westbrook, Miriam Abizam, and Alexis Johnson have had to take over the duties of playing in the middle. We've seen that today by a couple threes with Alexis Johnson. I wouldn't be surprised if Oakland tried to vary up their shot selection away from what we've seen so far this season. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Andrew. Starting back off here. Inbound pass. Really get a good look here. He was passing in there. A quick layup there for the Penguins. 19-12, here's your score. 4 minutes, 18 seconds left in this game here. Brooke Quarles Daniels trying to find someone to throw it to. Over to McCormick. McCormick over to Montu. Montu over to Daniels. Over to the corner to McCormick. McCormick with a three-point shot. It's off. Oh, and hard hit there by number 45, Cam Grant, for the Oakland Golden Grizzlies.
Yeah, we knew Cam Grant was suffering from some injuries, so it's good to see her try to jump up and get that rebound, but that doesn't help her case for getting those minutes extended.
Absolutely. The inbound pass, Daniels over, far pass over to Kenny Montu, over to McCormick. McCormick directing traffic. Over to Daniels. Daniels now with the ball. Daniels far pass over to Alexis Johnson. Alexis Johnson in the corner. 3 points. 3 points here.
I would say if you're Oakland, you just continue to feed the hot hand, get Alexis Johnson open. That's how you're going to generate your offense now.
Now in the hands of the paint. Obach here. Got subbed in during that media timeout. Over to Kirby. Back over to number 2, Malia Magestro. Magestro with a shot. It's off. Now in the hands of Oakland. Brooke Quarles trying to make a fast break here. Oh. Throws it over to Kenny Montu. Kenny Montu with a shot. It's off. Now in the hands of the Penguins.
Oh, she pursued that at the wrong angle. She would have had a straight line for the ball.
Absolutely agree. And that'll be whistle blown.
It seems like outside of Alexis Johnson, Oakland's shooters really haven't been able to get anything going. And if Oakland wants to win this game, even with how evenly matched these teams are, that's going to be a problem if they can't get Brooke Quarles-Daniels and Makai McCormick to start draining their shots.
Speaking of Daniels, we got Skrupski subbing in for Daniels here.
Yeah, Skrupski's been a good leader off the bench. She's 4th in points on the entire team, so we know that she can kind of commandeer this team when Brooke Quarles-Daniels is on the bench.
Free throw's good. Number 23, Haley Theory. Second shot here to put it up to 21-15. Second shot is good. Alexis Johnson over to McCormick. Push him over to Skrupski. Skrupski now. Quick pass over to Alexis Johnson. Alexis Johnson over to Montu. Montu trying to hustle around here. That's right under the net. Pass over to Alexis Johnson.
It was a reach there.
There'll be a reach there. As we near the end of this first quarter here, YSU they've been doing their part here. 21-15.
Yeah, they've just been getting a lot of open looks, and they've been converting on pretty much all of them.
Kenny Montu now with the ball, pushing around. Almost gets the ball stripped from her. But puts the ball up, and she's good for that layup there.
Yeah, good job to fight through contact there and get that paint bucket.
Number 52, Lindsay Leonard. Gets stolen away by McCormick. McCormick now trying to make something happen, but it's off.
Great job executing that trap at the half court, and then good eyes by Makai McCormick to pick it off. Just didn't have the right footwork, and in the paint, lost balance. Would have been a great play.
You got Lindsay Leonard back in here, 6'4", from Cleveland, Ohio. Another tall player.
She's been a sparse rotational piece for Youngstown State. We didn't really see her a lot in extended minutes against either Cleveland State or Oakland last time they played in Youngstown.
The second shot for McCormick. She made the first one there. Puts the second shot up. It's good for McCormick.
One thing I will take notice as Emily Saunders comes onto the court, you've seen how different Youngstown is when Saunders is on the court, especially offensively versus when she's not. They're just able to do so much more. They're able to open up their paint game a lot more and generate a lot more opportunities overall.
Dina Gerald's trying to make something here. Pass over to number 22, Kirby, but looks like there would be a foul called on Montu, I believe.
Just getting overly physical. These are just bad fouls that tend to rack up for Oakland, that are unforced, that ultimately cost them late in the half.
For Montu there, for Linda Van Schaik. 23. Cam Graham gets pushed to the ground. It's Saunders.
For Oakland, it's been the fouls. For Youngstown, it's been the turnovers that has kept this game close.
Every inbound pass from Oakland's Alexis Johnson over to Maddie Skrupski. Maddie now. Pushing down the side. Pass over to McCormick. McCormick with the ball over to Cam Grant. Cam Grant over to Lena Van Schaik.
Coach Gina Richard not happy with the execution there.
That'll be a foul call on Lena Van Schaik for charge, I believe. That's Royal Davis and Brooke Quarles-Daniels subbing in for McCormick and Lena Van Schaik here.
Van Schaik's kind of confused with that substitution.
Passing ball for the Penguins. Over to number 22. And McLeod. Wow, my apologies. Right now with the ball, Dina Gerald, the Penguins, who's down left side of the court here. Over to number 23. Haley Theory over in the corner. Kirby with the shot, and it's good.
Theory's been kind of a spark plug for this Youngstown team in this first half.
It'll be a three for her. Daniels now. almost at the top of the key here. Over to Alexis Johnson. Over to Madison Royal Davis. Going around the entire court, around the paint there. Nice Grubsky right on the border of the paint here. Over to Madison Royal Davis. Over to Brooke Quarles-Daniels. And Brooke Quarles-Daniels loses the ball and falls over.
Just a lot of tripping for Oakland. I'm not sure whether it's their shoes. They're unable to get their feet set right. But it's resulted in the 4 times that they've tripped, 3 of them have resulted in turnovers. And Youngstown just been able to convert them into points.
The inbound ball over to Kirby for the Penguins. Back over to Albach. Albach now. Around. Over number 20. Number 20. Gets he hurt. Over to Albach. Albach pushing around here. Over. Shot. It's off.
Good job there by Oakland to get that switch on Albach from Cam Grant to Madison Royal Davis. Completely threw off Youngstown's offense.
Running down that shot clock. Made him had to act. We have Brooke Quarles-Daniels over to Skrupski. Skrupski back over to Daniels in the corner. Daniels. Quick pass over to the defense. Gets taken back. Daniels, the layup. It's off. Taken by Albach. Albach here, slowing down here on the faceplate. Albach trying to direct traffic. Almost gets taken away, but now in the hands of Hallie Theory. Hallie Theory. And that was an obvious charge there by Hallie Theory on Brooke Quarles-Daniels. Nothing but shoulder there, almost like it was a football play.
Yeah, lowering her shoulder there. These teams have been trading charges, and it's become pretty chippy.
Absolutely. Inbound pass from Maddie Skrupski. I believe it'll be to Vanna Scheik. I'm not mistaken. With 1 second, 1.1 seconds left in the clock. And we're going to run it out here to end off that first quarter. Really interesting first quarter here. 24-19 is your score. Back in the second quarter of this women's basketball game. Everybody, we're right back in the action of this women's basketball game in the second quarter. Quick shot there, quick 3 there for Dina Geralds to start off the second quarter, 27-19. Brooke Quarles-Daniels over to Skrupski. Skrupski now pushing even side. Found a break there. Almost like she got smacked in the face by Saunders. Saunders there, 27-19. Skrupski's going to get her free throws for that. You sub in Saunders. Sub in for Cam Grant for Alexis Johnson. Hey, Skrupski. Coming now here. Make these free throws here. First shot up, and it's good. 27. Trying to lower this down to a 6-point lead. Puts it up, and it's good for Maddie Skrupski as we get right back into the action. Whistle wasn't blown there. The inbound pass. Dina Geralds.
Their shooters line up out right now. You got Skrupski, Van Scheik, Alexis Johnson, who has been the spark plug for Oakland's offense. You obviously got Brooke Quarles-Daniels. Interesting to see how Madison Royal Davis, who's a facilitator, is going to factor into this lineup right now.
Gerald's pushing down fast the court. Over Jestro over, I believe, Sam's. Oh, Sam's now. What's going to happen? Over to Majestra. Majestro. My apologies. Majestro over underneath. And it's a layup, and it's good. 29-21.
Just got that ball where Alexis Johnson could have get her hands on it. Good layup there by Abby Lieber.
Alexis Johnson over to Rose Davis. Over to Skrupski. Over to corner to Brooke Quarles Daniels. Daniels over to Maddie Skrupski in the corner. Maddie Skrupski pushes it over to Brooke Quarles Daniels. Almost loses the ball there. Alexis Johnson with a wide open shot. And it's off.
That was a good play set up there. I don't think it was intentional, but Alexis Johnson got open, took a good shot there, just didn't go in.
Jestro with the ball for the Penguins right next to the paint. We have number 10 trying to make something happen here. Yeah, the collision between Lena Van Schuyck and Gina Gerald.
Oakland's paint, Oakland's help defense in the paint has been something to look out for because they've been able to feed the ball into the paint, but they haven't been able to drive into the paint super effectively. And they're drawing charges pretty frequently now, more frequently than they had in games previous.
Alexis Johnson over to Skrupski for the inbound pass. Skrupski being guarded by Maddie Albach. Over to Lena Van Schuyck. He's trying to find someone to pass to. Makes a break for it. Layup. It's good.
That was a move there by Linda Van Schuyck to make the defender bite and cause the ball to go in.
And I've always liked watching Linda Van Schuyck for her absolute aggression when she attacks the rim there. It's stolen there. Ball stolen. For Skrupski. Skrupski now with the ball over to Brooke Quarles Daniels. Daniels with the shot. Bricks off the side. Bricks off the front of the net there.
Drew the foul there. Maddie Albach playing super tight there, getting right up into Brooke Quarles Daniels' face. You got to give credit to Oakland for how they've kind of battled back from adversity. Youngstown just continues to knock down shots, and they don't seem like they're giving up easily.
We have Brooke Quarles Daniels for the free throw. It's ball up. It's off.
Rare miss there by Brooke Quarles Daniels.
Another shot here. Patient, make sure to be patient with it. Second was off. Only hands to Maddie Albach. 10 over to 22. 22. For them to throw to. Oh, Penguin. Here, Magestro with the layup, and it's good for the Penguins. 31-23 is your score right now. Penguins lead. Here from the coach. Didn't seem like she quite understood what was going on, but pass over to Lena Van Schuyck. Lena Van Schuyck ripping the ball away. The hands of the paint here. Oh, my apologies. Inbound pass from the Oakland Golden Grizzlies. Brooke Quarles Daniels. Passing over to Skrupski. Skrupski with the layup, and it's good.
Yeah, good feed there. And good job by Skrupski to get over to the paint.
Good fast play there. Turnover here. Maddie Skrupski over to Lena Van Schuyck. Van Schuyck with the pump fake. Puts the ball up. It's off. Rebounded by Quarles Daniels. Quarles Daniels will go layup, and it's good.
Great muscle putback there by Brooke Quarles Daniels.
31-27. Far pass over to number 11. It's off.
Yeah. Lucky miss there for Oakland.
Abby Lieber there with the missed layup. Maddie Skrupski now over by the paint. Over to Quarles Daniels. Over deep in the paint. Underneath the net.
That really hasn't been an answer for when Brooke Quarles Daniels positioned herself in the paint. I think it goes to what they were likely talking about getting both ball and personnel movement in and out of the paint and getting positions in.
31-29 is your score right now. Oakland Golden Grizzlies closing this gap up, fighting adversity overall, just playing their hearts out right now to secure this win right now. 6 minutes and 34 seconds on the clock in their second quarter here. 3 fouls that YSU has put up so far, with 0 for Oakland here. Game. Been liking what I've been seeing. Lena Van Schuyck has been aggressive, and it's paid off. Also, Brooke Quarles Daniels also attacking the rim really well. playing in the net like a big man.
They've just been able to get good opportunities. They've been able to find Brooke Quarles-Daniels in open looks, and Brooke Quarles-Daniels does what she does when she has those looks and just creates opportunities to get good baskets and get Oakland back in this game.
Absolutely. Loving what we've been seeing here. We are going to take a break real quick for this media timeout. We'll be back momentarily. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the second quarter of this game here. 31-29 is the score. Penguin minutes and 34 seconds left in the second half, or first half, second quarter. Arrows too.
And you're starting to see the offense kind of find its rhythm, but I think one of the biggest keys to this game is they're going to have to lock up number 22, Shaylee Kirby, because she has been torching Oakland from everywhere on the court.
William Elgin back in here. Dina Gerald over to number 23, Haley Theory. Over to 20. Oh, just made that layup, I believe. No, that was a down there by Oakland. Oakland, Maddie Skrupski. Right now trying to find someone to pass it to. Finds it in Brooke Quarles-Daniels. Brooke Quarles-Daniels over to Alexis Johnson. Alexis Johnson over to Brooke Quarles-Daniels. Quarles-Daniels now. The shot. It's off. And we hands the 6'4" Lindsay Bernard for her team. Over in the hands of Dina Gerals. Magestro makes some, and she puts it up, and it's off.
Again, Oakland's getting really lucky with these Youngstown unfriendly rolls that are just rolling off the rim right now.
Hands over Beesham. Beesham over to Quarles-Daniels. With a shot, with a layup, it's not good. Now in the hands of the Penguins. Over to 23. Easy layup, 33-29 is your score. 5 minutes left in this quarter here.
She just beat them on the transition defense, and Youngstown was able to cherry pick and get her a good look in the paint.
Brooke Quarles-Daniels. Back over to Maddie Skrupski. Maddie Skrupski pushing down the middle. Layup. It's good for Maddie Skrupski.
A good left-hand layup there by Skrupski.
2-point lead Penguins have now.
Seems like they're trying to push the pace now this game.
Ball gets passed over. Ball gets blocked. Ball gets put up by the Penguins. Haley Theory. Good.
Yeah, just wasn't able to get the ball, get the possession back for Oakland.
Alexis Johnson. Traveling foul was called for
Picked
Alexis
up her
Johnson.
feet. Took too many steps there. These turnovers are where it's going to end up putting Oakland in a bad position in this game.
35-31 is your score. 4 minutes and 24 seconds left here. Now pass over to Kirby. Back over to Gerald's. Gerald's now met up with Maddie Skrupski on the top of the key. Over to Kirby. Kirby over to Leonard. Over to Magestro. Over to number 23. And that'll be a foul on Alexis Johnson.
Kind of seemed like Theory leapt into Alexis Johnson there. Kind of pushed her body into Alexis.
Justin Gerald's inbound pass. Trying to find someone to throw it to here.
5-second violation there. We saw Dina Gerald get a little bit frustrated with the fact that the Penguins weren't moving into the positions that they were supposed to, and Oakland did a good job of controlling the passing lanes.
Skrupski. Here. Maddie over to Alexis. Back over to Lindemann Strike. Over to McCormick. Johnson over to Madison Royal Davis over to Skrupski. Skrupski with the ball. Trying to push around here. Skrupski now. Puts the ball up. It's off. On the hands of the Penguins.
You could tell the defense was overloading that left side, and Oakland's offense was just going to get stifled if they didn't move the ball out quick enough, which they didn't.
Gerald's over to the Theory. Over to Gerald's in the corner with the three, and it's off.
Yeah, the catch and shoot isn't Dina Gerald's bread and butter. And good job for Madison Royal Davis to close out quickly.
Ball gets taken by Magistro with the easy layup. Good steal there by the Penguins, 37-31. Youngstown State in the lead. Lex Johnson over to Madison Royal Davis. Madison Royal Davis now loses the ball, gets it back. Pass over to Linda Van Schaik. Almost stepping over the line there. Linda Van Schaik with the layup. It's off. Gets taken by the Penguins.
Good job by Madison Royal Davis to extend the play. But the errant pass to Linda Van Schaik really took Oakland out of rhythm.
Very high pass there, but when you're on the ground, you don't really have that much of a choice.
And just not being able to find your defensive footing is also a really bad thing because you can't shoot, you can't pass. It's just everything's kind of panicked.
Exactly. Dina Gerald's now pushing down the right side. Now here into the paint, pushes down the paint with the layup, and it's good for Gerald's. 39-31, and this gap gets farther right now. Grubsky trying to find someone to push it to, over to McCormick. McCormick making her way down the middle. McCormick with the put up, and it's off. Gerald's now with the ball again, making her way down the court. In the hands of Kirby. Kirby with the layup, and it's good.
Oakland hasn't had an answer for that. They're just dishing it into the paint, getting it past the Oakland defender, and right for the right-handed layup.
We've seen a 10-point lead here that Youngstown State has. Linda Van Schaik with the ball. Over to McCormick. Play here. Over to Alexis Johnson. Alexis Johnson with the three. It's off. Gets rebounded by Madison Royal Davis. Gets rebounded again. It's put up and it's off. Whistle blown.
Gotta love Oakland's hustle to get those offensive rebounds. It is their bread and butter. It's mostly come from Brooke Coral-Sanders and Miriam Abizam, but you're starting to see other players get into it as well.
Jasmine Dupree-Herbert for Skrupski.
And Skrupski's been doing a lot of the dirty work for Oakland.
Madison Royal Davis with the free throw. Here, pass the ball. Puts it up. First one's off.
Oakland not being able to make their free throws is yet another thing that might end up costing them at the end of this game.
Madison Royal Davis with the second shot, and it's good for the second one. On this point to a 9. Gerald's quick pass over to Magistro, over to Kirby. Kirby with a shot. It's off. Rebounded by Madison Royal Davis. Great hustle I've been seeing from out of her so far. Turnover there.
Yeah, Oakland tried to give Youngstown a taste of their own stretch pass medicine. It just didn't work the way that they wanted it to.
Another turnover there. Now in the hands of Dupree-Herbert over to McCormick. McCormick. Something here. Directing traffic. Over to Madison Royal Davis. Over to Alexis Johnson with the wide open three, and it's good.
Set up there by Royal Davis to get Alexis Johnson the open.
She's been fairly consistent with her three so far.
Yeah.
41-37 or 35. 44 seconds left in this game so far. Gerald's now with the ball. Gerald's pushing down the center of the court. It's off.
And another charge by Youngstown.
Gerald's is not happy. You can see it on her face. She's not liking this so far. But they are in the lead, 41-35, 37 seconds left in this second quarter.
That's Gerald's second foul there. Not that she's in any foul trouble. You just don't see guards get that many fouls this early in the game.
McCormick. 32 seconds left. Over to Madison Royal Davis. That's Laura Davis over to Jasmine Dupree-Bear. Over to Alexis Johnson, over to McCormick. McCormick with a three. And it bounces around, almost gets in there. Jasmine trying to put it back up, but it's off. 17 seconds left in the second quarter.
Yeah, making this a 4-point game. Again, it's a palatable deficit. You can overcome this easily. The question is going to be, coming out of halftime, what kind of Oakland are we going to see? Are we going to see the Oakland that carried the momentum from this quarter into the next half, or are we going to see the Oakland that we saw against Cleveland State, where they held a slim margin, but by the end, Cleveland State had a double-digit lead?
Jasmine Dupree-Bear misses her first free throw. Their second shot here. Second one is good.
Yeah, again, Oakland not making their free throws might end up being one of the things that ends up killing them later in this game.
Magestro with the ball now. Trying to push down in the paint. Beat out the ball. Trying to make some. It's off. 2.1 seconds left in this game, or left in this second quarter here. That'll be a foul. Free throw for Kirby. Kirby gets a free throw attempt here.
It's their first free throw of the game.
First one's good. Now the Golden Grizzlies are 6 points down. 42-36. Second shot here. It's off. Alexis Johnson from Sam's there. Be Oakland ball with 0.8 seconds left. Looks like they're just going to hold it for now. Now be the end of the second quarter. 42-26. Score. So Andrew for Sideline. Momentarily here. And
Hi, Coach. Thank you for joining us. So, good first half for you guys. What do you have to do to stop Shaylee Kirby? She's got 11 or 12 in the first half. She's kind of had her way a little bit. What do you guys have to do to slow her down?
We got to make sure we're getting back in transition. They're running the floor really well. We're not getting anybody back. She just takes off. That's what she does. As soon as the shot goes up, she doesn't even look to rebound. She's just taking off.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys had a couple missed transitions out in the first half. They got out and ran a couple times. Then you guys were able to get back quite often. You had a couple turnovers in that. What did you guys make adjustment-wise in order to stop their transition game?
We just sent people back. They got back. It was that simple. Instead of just hanging around and watching, they sprinted back, and that's how we got the stops.
Absolutely. And then 6 points deficit here. What is the main key in order to winning the second half?
What's going to be huge is defensive transition. And make sure we're getting out on shooters. They have already too many threes, uncontested threes. And then we got to make sure we rebound it because they're getting second chance opportunities when we don't box out.
Absolutely. Thank you, Coach, for joining us. Good luck.
thank you, Andrew. Right now, we are going to send it to break. And we will come back in the third quarter of this women's basketball game of the Oakland Golden Grizzlies versus the Youngstown State Penguins.
Hello, everyone, and as always, thank you for tuning in to 88.3 FM WXOU, your home for Oakland Grizzlies sports. It has been a closely contested match so far down on the blacktop. YSU Penguins currently leading our Oakland Golden Grizzlies 42-36 entering half. If been sitting with us from the start, it was a very back-and-forth game to begin. Oakland not able to grab a single lead, but was able to keep it close. YSU did jump out to the early lead, despite two early Alexis Johnson threes. We saw a little bit of Cam Grant showing her way into the OU lineup. She's coming off injury recently and is working her way back into the rotation. YSU was creating some serious issues down low early with their height. Oakland, not one of the shortest of teams, but a lower rebounding team, and that's something where Youngstown State can take advantage of. They have the 6'5" starting center, Emily Saunders, captain and leader of this defensive Youngstown State lineup, And off the bench, they got Lindsay Leonard, who comes in at 6'4". So two very tall women completely running the middle when it came to defense against the Oakland Grizzlies tonight. We saw sloppy plays from both teams, 4 early turnovers each for both teams, but Oakland just failing to counter on that. Youngstown State had 10 turnovers in the first half in total, and OU just simply not capitalizing in transition. Shaylee Kirby came off to a very strong start as she had 10 points in quarter one, but Alexis Johnson was able to keep the Grizzlies close with 9 points, 3 threes of her own. OU would then crawl back into it early in the second quarter, but then hit a scoring drought, which caused them to fall behind. But early OSU fouls, due to the aggressiveness of Brooke Quarles-Daniels and Linnevan Scheik, sent Oakland into an early bonus, where they will slowly come back into the game and draw it within 6 here at the half with some easy free throws. Some statistics coming your way from both teams. Shaylee Kirby currently leading points on the game, and for Youngstown State, she's got 13 points in 18 minutes, along with 2 boards. She is 5 from 8 from the field, with 2 of 4 from 3. But Magestro has also done her part on the team. She is a 10 points per game scorer, but has 10 already tonight in the first half. Something we typically see with this Youngstown State team is Emily Saunders and her dominance down low. She was not very prevalent in the first half. Only 4 points and 4 rebounds. Oakland able to keep her at bay, but unfortunately not able to slow down the rest of the Youngstown State lineup. On our Oakland side, Alexis Johnson would hit a 3 in the second quarter as well, giving her 12 total points on the game, 4 for 6 from three-point line, which that's kind of something that kept Oakland in the game. They then did tend to take more free throws than Youngstown State. They have shot 10 so far in this game, knocking down 6 of them, and that is one thing that has given Oakland the chance to stay in this game, despite the high shooting percentage we've seen so far from the Penguins. The Gwins are shooting 55% from the field, 33% from 3, which is lower than the 40% from 3 for Oakland, but Oakland has failed to counter on their shooting. They're currently shooting 43% from the field, despite the fact they're the third best scoring team in the Horizon League. When it came to free throws, 60% so far from the Golden Grizzlies. They are 6 for 10. And as for Youngstown State, they have not been able to get to the line as much due to the presence that we've seen on Oakland and the patience that their players have played with. They have not sent them to the line very much. Youngstown State does have 10 turnovers on the game to Oakland 7, but as I said before, just not really countering or showing any sort of effort on the offensive transition for Oakland has not given them any sort of lead here at the moment, as they do sit down by 6. Youngstown State proving they're one of the top rebounding teams here in the Horizon League, as they have 17 total rebounds on the game, 6 of which have been offensive. As for the Grizzlies, they are the best offensive rebounding team in the Horizon League. They have 15 total point rebounds in this game, but 7 of them, have been offensive. So they are running the offensive boards, and they have the leg up there on Youngstown State. But it's going to take a lot more than that if they're going to want to hop in front of these Penguins in this second half. So, thank you for tuning in as always, and stay tuned in for half number 2. We will send it back down to the blacktop shortly. Thank you for tuning in.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the second half of this women's basketball game of the Oakland Golden Grizzlies versus the Youngstown State Penguins. And start off the second half, third quarter, 42-36. Youngstown State is in the lead right now. Seeing a lot of good playing here by Youngstown, but also a lot of good hustle here by Oakland, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, you're just seeing elements of both the Green Bay and the Cleveland State game in this one for Oakland, and if they can play the way they did at the tail end of the second half, I think they're going to have a pretty good chance of coming away with the dub here against an evenly matched opponent.
We have number 10 here for the Penguins, starting off trying to make a play here. Over to Kirby. Gerald's over to Kirby. Over to the tall 31.
Yeah, good job there by Ibiza to contest that pass to Emily Saunders. It was something that Ibiza was having a little bit of trouble with in the first half, but it seemed like she's going to find her groove on the defensive side of the ball here.
Alexis Johnson over the corner of Linnevan Scheik. Linnevan Scheik inside the paint here. Scheik trying to make some shake here. Over to Brooke Quarles-Daniels. Brooke Quarles-Daniels with a shot. It's off. Turnover for the Penguins. Gerald's now pushing down the court. Gerald's over to Magistro. Magistro over back over to Gerald's. Gerald's over to Kirby. Kirby over to Saunders. Saunders far pass over there to Magistro. Only hands of Kirby. Kirby over to number 2, over to Gerald's again. Gerald's with the layup, and it's good.
Oh, she got him in a tight situation there where both Van Schaik and Coral Daniels were kind of hounding on her at the top of the key, wormed her way to the paint.
Well, Coral Daniels. The ball over. Oh, back over to Miriam Abizam. Ball gets taken back. Almost got snatched there.
A good job by Alexis Johnson to box out and allow Makai McCormick to get the ball back.
Makai McCormick with a shot, and it's good.
Good little turnaround jumper there for Makai McCormick.
44-38. Gerald's with the ball now. To Kirby. In the hands of the 23. Haley Theory when she gets that shot off.
Really seemed like Van Schaik had her hands on Theory, but Theory was able to spin away and get a ton of room to work with.
McCormick over to Van Schaik, over to Alexis Johnson in the corner. Alexis Johnson over to Miriam Abizam. Miriam Abizam puts it up, and it's off.
And a good job by Abizam to draw the foul there. But this is now where Oakland's going to have to start getting those points back through their free throws.
Can't let that lead get any more bigger here.
It's going to be it's a dangerous precedent for Oakland to rely on their offense to win them games because they can't really get into a rhythm over the course of a game. So they probably need to get their defense back into where it was at the end of the second half, at the end of the second quarter. Excuse me.
Miriam Abizam misses the first free throw. Get the second one. It's good for Miriam. Gerald's down passing for the Penguins here. Pass it over to Magistro. Back over to Gerald's. Gerald's just down the court here. Gerald's over 23 over to Kirby. Kirby back over to Theory. Theory. Finds someone to put the ball over to Kirby. Kirby with the 3 there, and it's good.
She's just shooting lights out. Doesn't matter how close the defender is to her. She's just able to get the shot up and get it to roll in.
And she's definitely a problem for Oakland. McCormick over to Van Schaik. Van Schaik over to McCormick. Now pushing down the court.
Like Magistro got a little bit banged up there.
Yeah. Linda now over to Lindsay. Now over to Gerald's. Gerald's over to Magistro. Magistro with a shot. And it rings in.
Don't know why Brooke Daniel sagged off on Magistro there.
52-41 is your score right now. 11-point lead Penguins have right now. 6 minutes, 40 seconds left in this third quarter. Ike over to McCormick. Ike with a shot. It's off. And the hands of Kirby. Or my apologies, Theory. Over to Magistro. Back over to Kirby. Kirby with the layup, and it's off. Miriam Abizam. It's back over to Brooke Daniels.
Kirby single-handedly had Oakland beat there.
Foul called. Gerald's seemed fouled there.
Brooke Daniels looked a little bit perplexed initially, but then she realized there was a foul called on Youngstown and calmed down.
Olbach is subbed in for Gerald's. McCormick with the ball over to Van Schaik. Van Schaik now over to McCormick, and it's off. Got fouled out there.
That was a mismatch right there. McCormick going up against Lindsay Leonard, 6'4" against shorter than 6'4". Yeah, it was a recipe for disaster, and good job for Makai McCormick to draw the foul there.
McCormick shot here. First free throw good. Free throw good for McCormick there. Second shot here. It's down to a 9-point lead for the Penguins. And that one's good. Magestro over to Albach. Albach back over to Magestro. Back over to Albach. Albach now has possession of the ball. Here. Passes it over to Magestro. Magestro. Pass it over to Albach. Albach gets it. Pass it over to Theory. Theory. Over to Magestro in the corner. Large pass over to Kirby. Johnson better be careful. It's off. Ball's put up on the hands of the Oakland Golden Grizzlies. And Van Schaik with the ball. Van Schaik finds someone to pass it to over to McCormick. Van Schaik. Schaik here. Over to Brooke Coles-Daniels in the corner. Brooke Coles-Daniels with a shot. It's off. Puts it back up. Oh, it's off again. Miriam Beasom gets it back. And now it's an obvious travel by Miriam Beasom.
Yeah, I just
straight up walked it out there.
couldn't find anything and tried to get her feet down and just couldn't.
Here. Albach beating down. Destro. Talking Abby Leiber gets subbed in. Bach pushing down left-hand side. Magestro over to Leiber. Leiber with a shot. It's off. It's taken by Miriam Beasom. Now Oakland Grizzlies have possession of the ball here. There's Alexis Johnson over to Linda Van Schaik. Van Schaik with a behind the back. Good play there by Linda Van Schaik.
Yeah, great job.
52-45.
I've seen that a lot in this game from Van Schaik.
Aggression. Yeah, it's kind of like her main thing. She's very aggressive. She makes power moves. There'll be a timeout. Timeout here. We're going to send it back to the studio for this media timeout. We'll be right back for the last 4. Everybody, welcome back to women's basketball here in the arena. Oakland Golden Grizzlies versus Youngstown State, 52-45 is your score. 4 minutes and 35 seconds left in this third period. And pass it over to Drew.
Thanks, guys. Let's talk about Oakland's season so far this year. With how Oakland's season has gone this far, it's safe to say that it hasn't lived up to the expectations, much like the game so far today as they find themselves trailing. But there's reason to believe that the future is bright in Oakland. With young guards on the roster such as Brooke Coles-Daniels, Maddie Skorupski, and Jasmine Dupree-Herbert, who we've all seen tonight, they haven't had much need to ask to seek out big-time guards in the transfer portal. Oakland's next step in their journey is to construct a winning roster with the focus of getting bigger forwards, which is going to be a definite need in the offseason recruitment considering both Beasom and Johnson are slated to graduate at the conclusion of this year. Let's see how Coach Richard constructs their roster with the pieces she has now and circumstances she'll have to face this offseason. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Drew. Getting right back into play here. There's Jestro with the ball over there in the paint. Oh, back in the hands of Oakland here. Alexis Johnson. Alexis Johnson over to Skrupski. Daniels. Here. Over to Alexis Johnson. Alexis Johnson with a shot, and it's ringed off. 3 points. Really good three-point shooting here by Alexis
Johnson. Cut the
Johnson.
lead down.
52-48. Layup here. And that's an answer by Youngstown State.
Just able to cut baseline and get a good layup there. Good response by Youngstown.
54-48. Brooke Coles-Daniels pass over to Kenny Montu. Kenny Montu now loses the ball. And that will be Penguins' ball here.
Just unforced errors that are costing Oakland. This is not a unique thing to this game. It's been a common thing this entire season dating back to November that Oakland just has not been able to figure out.
Albach with the ball for the Penguins. Push it down the right side. Allbach looking to pass it around. Pass it over to number 22, Kirby. Over the corner to Theory. Theory back over to Kirby. Kirby over to Magestro. Magestro with a shot, and it's off. Slapped out. Linda Van Schaik. Ball over to Skrupski. Skrupski is now making a play here. Over to Linda Van Schaik. Right-hand side. Linda Van Schaik pushing down in the paint. Van Schaik with a layup, and it's off.
Again, Oakland's being aggressive, and it can be dangerous, as you saw earlier in this quarter where, they over-pursued and Youngstown State got loose. But I would say that this is probably where they're channeling their aggression in a really, really positive way, drawing fouls, forcing Youngstown State to dedicate personnel to the paint. And
Allbach is subbed in for Gerald's. Van Schaik with the free throw. First one's off.
Free throw miss, and I think that would be the difference in this game for Oakland.
Getting ready for second one up here. Second one goes up, and second one's good. It'll be a 5-point lead that YSU has. Every time that Oakland's been trying to close that gap, it just keeps getting farther and farther and close it. And it keeps getting farther and farther. Hopefully they can overcome that if they want to win this. Gerald's over to Kirby. Kirby over to number 11, Leiber. And right underneath the net. It gets turned over. Maddie Skrupski making a really fast run here. Loses the ball, and it's out of bounds.
Seems like every time Oakland goes into fast break, they just kind of tumble over themselves. They just got to find a way to slow down, but still get their players in the right positions.
Lacrosse Daniels has the ball. Lacrosse Daniels trying to find something here. That pass is blocked. Very unfortunate there.
Well, you're seeing now that Oakland has the possession arrow. They're starting to be a little bit more aggressive when going after loose balls because they're just going to get the ball back on jump balls.
Emily Saunders gets subbed back in for Leiber.
Didn't see her a lot earlier in this quarter. I wonder why.
I wonder the same thing.
Yeah, because she was a big contributor early in the first half.
And that wide open three. 54 to 52. Closing this gap. Skrupski did there. Gerald's finding something here. Over to number Magestro. Over to Gerald's. Gerald's over to Kirby in the corner. Kirby pass over to. Gets taken back by Alexis Johnson. Alexis Johnson. Lacrosse Daniels. Lacrosse Daniels puts it up, and it's good. Good layup for Lacrosse Daniels.
Yeah, that's one way to get the crowd into it.
54-54 tied this game up. They're going to call timeout there.
Yeah, and Oakland's been on a 9-2 run since the last timeout, and they've just been clicking on all cylinders. Let's see if they can continue this momentum, because what they have right now seems to be working well.
What we've been seeing is such good hustle here. We're going to send it back to break, or we're going to send it to break in the studio. We'll come back when we're all tied up. Welcome back, everybody. We're back here for women's basketball. Gerald's now with the ball for the Penguins. Almost gets tipped off there by Lacrosse Daniels over in the hands of Saunders now. Over to Magestro. Magestro now pushes it over. A little scuffle there. Now pass the ball to Gerald's. Gerald's the layup. It's good.
Just blew by everybody.
To break that tie there. Let's see Oakland's answer to this. Lacrosse Daniels over to Alexis Johnson. Over to Skrupski in the corner.
Wide open.
Skrupski with a wide open three, and it's good.
Beautiful.
First lead of the game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, first lead of the game.
57 to 56, 57 seconds left in this game. And the answer
Just like
right
that,
back.
it's gone.
Now we're here in this 1 point back-to-back game here, 58 to 57 now. 47 seconds left in this game. Brooke Rose Daniels with the ball. Rose Daniels trying to find someone over to Alexis Johnson. Alexis Johnson over to Skrupski. Skrupski with the ball here. Over to Alexis Johnson in the corner. Alexis Johnson with a shot. It's off.
Ooh,
It's taken by Saunders.
Didn't have the mustard.
Over here. Gerald's now with the ball. Over to Kirby. Kirby trying to find something here. Gerald's trying to wait out this clock here. It looks like she doesn't want to do anything with the ball. Gerald's over to Kirby. Kirby over to Saunders. Saunders with a layup, and it's good for the Penguins. One more second. The shot almost made it, though. And it'll be 60-57 to end off the third quarter of this game here. Amazing game here. We've seen Oakland Golden Grizzlies have hustled their way to a tie and even a momentarily lead.
100%. And it's a manageable deficit. I think one of the things they're going to have to work on is just continuing to get the ball into the paint and making sure that they don't leave Magistro or Gerald's or Kirby or any of the shooters that the Penguins have,
They have a
with
lot
good
of shooters.
opportunities. Yeah, with good opportunities.
60-57, 3-point lead Youngstown State has right now as we lead it back off of this. And we're going to send it to break in the studio. We're going to come back in the fourth and final quarter of this women's basketball game. Everybody, welcome back to Oakland Golden Grizzlies basketball, women's basketball. And here we have Gerald's start us off in the fourth quarter. And that'll be number 2 for a holding foul. Maddie Skorupski there.
Early foul.
Yeah, and as we said before, we've seen a lot of good hustle out of the Oakland Golden Grizzlies, kind of cutting those gaps down. But Youngstown State has been kind of peeling away each time that happens. And for the Golden Grizzlies, you hope not to have this happen again in the fourth quarter. Over here in the hands. A 3 attempt by, I believe that was Magistro there. Brooke Rolls-Daniels with a layup, and it's good.
Yeah, great job by Brooke Rolls-Daniels. The hustle, you just see it on her face. She's just so determined to get to the basket every time.
Mentioned that Brooke Rolls-Daniels was sick a few minutes or a little bit ago, pretty recently, and for her to be ringing out stuff like this shows how much passion she has for the game. And then Scheich now in the corner. Over to Montu. Montu with a shot. Off. And then Scheich falls to the ground. Saunders has the ball. Passes it over to Theory. Theory now. Passes it over to Kirby. I believe that'll be a foul on Saunders. It'll be an inbound ball from Montu to another Golden Grizzly. 62-59 is your score right now.
With the lineup that Youngstown has, you think that Oakland would try to cut down some of the good shots that Youngstown is having, especially now that Emily Saunders is in the game. You know they're going to probably try to feed it into the paint a lot more.
Kenny Montu with a 3. It's off.
Over the back foul on Oakland. Just tried to do too much there.
Too much. 62-59 still. 8 minutes and 37 seconds left. There's a lot of time here to make something happen for the Golden Grizzlies. Gerald's down the center of the court over to Kirby. Kirby back over to Gerald's. Gerald's with a shot. It's off.
Ooh,
right in the
nothing but net.
face. Right in the face.
Seems like Gerald's been heating up a little bit more.
65-59 here. And then Scheich. Over to Kennedy Montu. Trying to find a way around. Skorupski with a shot. It's off.
Ooh, seemed like a good shot there.
Off. Magistro loses the ball there. 65-59. 6-point lead. Still potential to come back from this.
Oh, of course. Yeah, plenty of time.
Yeah. And now number 52, Lindsay Leonard, the 6'4".
Yeah, that's a mismatch there against the smaller Linda Van Scheich. Just bully ball into the paint. A good opportunity for Youngstown State to extend their lead.
Getting on to with a shot. It's off. Now in the hands of Kirby over to Gerald's. Gerald's wide shot. It's taken by Skrupski. Skrupski over to Daniels, and that pass, she just couldn't grab it.
They just haven't been able to get they just haven't been able to give Youngstown State a taste of their own medicine, playing very fast. And every time they do, they just either trip over their own feet or make a bad pass that completely takes the air out of their offensive possession.
Gerald's with the inbound pass here.
You got to make a stop here because double digits is a psychological barrier that you have to overcome. It's like climbing a mountain.
Absolutely. Gerald's gonna make something happen here. Over to Gestro, over to Gerald's with a shot. It's off. And Machek tries to take it. It's taken back by Theory.
Staying
Theory
on defense is really going to be taxing for Oakland.
Loses the ball there. Kirby with a shot, and it's on.
She's on fire.
I'll take it to 70. That'll be an 11-point lead.
Just haven't been able to force YSU to become uncomfortable here. And they're going to continue to take shots that they want to.
Curls Daniels gets it. One. Lowering that lead to almost maybe 8 if she gets this free throw here.
Yeah, but it's been a problem for Oakland, their free throws this game. They're only shooting 63% from the field. And they've taken a lot more free throws than Youngstown has.
Daniels with a shot, and it's off. That'll be a 9-point lead now. Cut it down a little bit. We have Magestro over to Gerald's. Over in the corner to Kirby, over to Gerald's. Over in the corner to Magestro. Over to Theory. He almost loses the ball. Over to Kirby. A lot of passing there, and it's just another 3 for Youngstown State. 73 to 61. Cutting that back right down. McCormick with a 3. Answering that right there. Putting it back down to a 9-point lead.
You've got to start to get together some defensive stops here because
defense is the main problem here.
Oh, yeah. Because your offense has been able to find the bottom of the net, but you just can't let Youngstown do the same thing.
I fully agree. On the hands of the Oakland Golden Grizzlies over the Brooke Curls Daniels. Because Daniels doesn't know if she had a grip on the ball there. It gets taken away from her.
I just should have made the extra pass. Skorupski was wide open. Would have taken Magestro right off, and wide open shot for Maddie Skorupski.
Magestro over to Gerald's. Gerald's back over to Magestro. My view is a little blocked, but wide open shot by Gerald's, and she misses it. 52. The 6'4" unit, Lindsay Leonard missed that layup there.
Oakland's got to convert on this mistake by the Penguins because that was a really good shot attempt in the corner.
Really good shot attempt here, and now they have an ability to come back from here after getting that stop.
Seemed like it went off of Oakland, though.
The Gestro over to Kirby. Kirby with a shot. It's off. Now in the hands of Skrupski. Trying to slow it down a little bit because those fast breaks have not been working out for Oakland as we've been seeing. Linda Van Schaik with a shot. It's off. It's taken away by Lindsay Leonard over to pass.
Linda Van Schaik had to fight under another Youngstown State player to try to get that rebound. I don't know where the personnel was there.
Ball gets taken away. That'll be a foul on Van Schaik, I believe.
Yep.
Reaching. Holding, my apologies. Be a timeout called Youngstown State. Media timeout. And we are going to take it back in the studio for this media timeout, and we'll be back in the last 4 minutes and 40 seconds of this women's basketball game. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Oakland Golden Grizzlies basketball. Today we are back for the end of this women's basketball game. Oakland Golden Grizzlies versus the Youngstown State Penguins. And to start off back off this media timeout, we're going to Give it to Kirby, where she's going to pass in for the Penguins here.
She has been the biggest spark plug for Youngstown, a team that has had multiple spark plugs in this game that Oakland really hasn't been able to cool down. But if Oakland can staple together a couple good defensive possessions, then they should be able to get back in this game.
Kirby passes it in to Magestro. Magestro loses the ball. Looks like some miscoordination there.
Yeah, that's not exactly what Youngstown wanted. You saw the frustration on Magestro's face.
Could be a good way to get back some points here for Oakland. Don't have a lot of time left. They do have all their timeouts left too. So McCormick. His ball now. Gonna push down. The shot up. It's off. And that will be a foul. Both teams have 3 fouls so far. And yeah, a pretty good, decent lead here that Youngstown State has. Still 9 points. Oakland
Not
has to-
insurmountable.
No, not
Still got
insurmountable at
time.
all. First free throw is good for McCormick.
And I said this before, Joey. This is where those missed free throws in the first half are going to come back to haunt you, because this would have been a 6-point game, or a 3-point game.
66 to 73. Lowering it down here by 7 points. Or 7-point lead right now. We have Gerals over to Kirby in the corner. Back over to Gerals. Gerals over to Gestro. Over to Leiber, over to Gerals, over to Kirby, back over to Gerals. Gerals with a shot, and it's a good 3 there.
They just haven't been able to defend that extra pass.
We have McCormick trying to put some up here. It's off. 66 to 76. There's a 10-point lead here that we're seeing. Hopefully Oakland can make something work here out of that if they want to win this.
You got to be able to defend the 3, because that's how Youngstown State is going to continue to pull away in this game.
Be another free throw here. Get these free throws. It's a pretty good advantage here, but as you said, those free throws coming back to haunt Oakland.
Yep.
For missing a great amount of them.
But it's also the 3 percentage, too. Youngstown shooting 43% from the field. Most of them are coming from Shaylee Kirby, but a fair number are coming from Dina Gerals.
Lowering that point to 8. So now, taking this back here, Penguins with the ball now over to Kirby. Kirby, long pass over to Leiber. Leiber, the Penguins. Gives it over to Gerals and loses the ball there.
And Brooke tried to go over and defend Gerals, but got called for the foul there after contact
Shaylee Kirby
with Ivory Lieber.
be passing in. Looks to pass it in here.
Oakland's going to probably play a little bit more conservative, not trying to foul and get Youngstown into a situation where they're going to try to draw fouls and get the double bonus.
Gastro here at the ball. Pushing around here. Puts it up. It's off.
They did exactly what they couldn't do.
Still, they 3 minutes and 27 seconds. They still have a little bit of a hill to climb if they want to get back here. Worst case scenario,
Yeah,
they
you
lose.
You got to count on Malia Magestro to miss these 2 free throws here.
Orena being allowed for these free throw attempts. Just can't. Looks like we're going to see if this gets back to a 10-point lead here. Another shot here. Magestro with the second one. It's off. Going to back up to 9. It's now a 9-point lead here.
A lot of miscommunication and bad passes for Oakland.
Absolutely. Mary Scrupsy over to McCormick. McCormick pushing down the center. Over to Scrupsy, over to Alexis Johnson in the corner. Pump fake. Over to Linda Van Schaik. Gonna make something in the paint happen here. Over to Brooke Curls-Daniels. Brooke Curls-Daniels with a shot. It's off. Very unfortunate here. Gerald's now at the ball in the face plate of Oakland.
That skip pass that Oakland had going there, it didn't exactly work the way that it wanted to. It didn't draw the defense away from the ball handler. And Oakland got into panic mode again.
Malia Magestro pushing around here. It's a ball taken. Over to McCormick. McCormick puts the ball up, and it's good. Good layup there by McCormick.
Good job by McCormick.
A 7-point lead. Oakland has to make something shake here. To Malia Magestro. Up to play here. He's trying to run out this clock.
Yeah, they're trying to draw a
like.
clock down now.
Number 11 over Liber over Kirby, loses it. Now in the hands of Skrupski.
Oakland's got to get a bucket here fast.
Skrupski now. Over to McCormick. McCormick now. Oh, loses the ball there, falls, slips.
Just unforced errors, Joey. Unforced errors that are getting Oakland on the precipice of just, trying to overcome those barriers that have affected them in this game, and they just keep shooting themselves in the foot.
It just looks like they're going to try to get these 3 points up.
Or it's a foul.
These free throws up here.
And my mistake, I thought it was a turnover by Makai McCormick.
Guy McCormick charging up her first here. And it's up. First point for Makai McCormick. Has some discussion here from Youngstown coach to one of the players. Makai McCormick, first shot's good. Second point's good. The timeout called for Oakland. Be good. 77-72. You have 5-point lead right now. It's not impossible to come back from, but it will be a battle. And right now we are going to send it to break for this media timeout. Everybody, welcome back to Women's Basketball. 1 minute and 43 seconds remain in this fourth quarter. 77-72 is your score. Youngstown State is in the lead currently. And for Oakland to come back from this, it's going to take something.
Just unforced errors that cost Oakland this game. That and their inability to shoot the free throws as effectively. And on top of that, their ability to defend the three. So all things considered, with all the mistakes that Oakland has made, a 5-point deficit with 1:43 left to go is a pretty good thing for Oakland.
So we get right back into play here. Gerald's now at the ball for Youngstown State. And Gerald's trying to run out that clock as much as possible. She knows that there is a lot on the line here. Oakland gets the ball. Gerald's trying to make something happen here. Over to Saunders, who got back in the game. Oakland has the ball. Brooke Rolls-Daniels, the fast break. Oh, it gets taken. Bad pass there. Really bad pass there by Brooke Rolls-Daniels.
Just trying to force the pass in. Getting a little bit too eager to make the play there. And
Dana Gerald's again running out the clock. Daniels. Gerald's pushes it over to Kirby. Over to Saunders. Saunders puts it up.
Yeah, just playing ping pong with the ball now.
79-72, 42 seconds. It's going to be very hard for Oakland to come back from this. Almost impossible. Shot. It's off for Oakland. Gets the ball taken back. Clock is stopped there.
Well, Oakland's got to get points. That's all that matters. They got to stop Youngstown from draining the clock and just foul and hope that they miss their free throws now.
79-72 here. Not that much time left on the clock at all. Not that much time at all, folks.
No.
Looking very grim for the Oakland Golden Grizzlies, 36 seconds.
And the more and more you look at the Horizon League standings, this was a must-win game for Oakland if they wanted to not be the unlucky number 11 seed in the Horizon League tournament. But with losses to Northern Kentucky and what's looking like a loss here tonight. Oakland's chances of digging themselves out of this hole are slipping away very, very, very slowly. On another note, I just got the stats from the men's basketball game. They're in Highland Heights, Kentucky right now, playing against the Norse. Game is going into overtime. Score is 80-80. So, exciting games for both the men's and women's teams on a Thursday night. It's always good to get college basketball.
Absolutely. Starting back here, we have Brooke Curls-Daniels for the inbound pass. This is blown. Talking here. Don't exactly know what's going on. The referee seems to be talking to the side here. Start back up. Whistle's blown. Brooke Curls-Daniels with the ball. Passes it over to Skrupski. Skrupski over to McCormick. McCormick trying to make something happen. Over to Brooke Curls-Daniels. Brooke Curls-Daniels with the put up, and Saunders just blocks it with her size. Very in 13. Look to get a foul on
Yeah, these are important free throws here.
Brooke Curls-Daniels. Now she has to make these free throws and then some. If they want to be able to get back at this, they need to make something happen here. And there's very, very little knowing what's going to happen. Brooke Curls-Daniels with her first shot. It's good.
83-80 Northern Kentucky. We're going to call both games like Kevin Harlan now.
And Brooke Curls-Daniels
Yeah, she's got to make this one.
going to get her second shot here. Brooke Curls-Daniels puts the second shot up. Second shot rings in. Only a 5-point difference here, but it's a lot. Definitely a lot. That'll be a timeout on Youngstown State. So talking here. It also gives Oakland some time too. And we're going to send it back to break for the last 29 seconds of this women's basketball game. Everybody, welcome back to women's basketball. 29.9 seconds, approximately 30 seconds pretty much left in this game here. The ball will be passed in to Kirby. Kirby now passes it in and be called out of bounds there. Some talking here. Curls-Daniels. Oh, foul. My apologies.
Yeah, it's the foul game now. This is going to be the longest 28.8 seconds of our lives.
Have McKestro with her free throws. First one rings out. See what the second one's going to look like here. Second shot here McKestro has. Rings in. 80-74. Be a timeout for Oakland. And this clock only went down by 0.1 seconds. Like you said, it's been one of the longest 28 seconds you have to sit through, folks.
Oh, yeah. But let's just talk about what's gone right for Oakland. It's been their ability to get the ball into the corner. It's been their ability to, at times move consistently, but they just haven't been able to stop Youngstown State's three-point attack.
Really do agree. And, a lot of the defense of Oakland has been kind of faltering at some points, and that's also been a contribution to the struggle that's been happening throughout this game, and also contributed to a lot of the fast playing style of Youngstown State that Oakland just has not been able to keep up.
No, and they haven't had an answer for it at all this game.
Brooke Curls-Daniels be passing in this ball over to Alexis Johnson. Alexis Johnson with a three. It's off. Brooke Curls-Daniels. Oh, it rings out. Now in the hands of Youngstown State. It's looking very grim here. The whistle's blown. Markiah McCormick with a foul. So close there. Alexis Johnson failing at that three, and Brooke Rolls-Daniels putting up that layup that just rolled out.
Yeah.
So unfortunate.
Unlucky.
Now it'll be another free throw attempt for Kirby. First one's good. It's looking really grim here for the Golden Grizzlies, folks. Gonna get her second shot. Aylee Kirby puts the ball up. It's good. 82-74. Timeout on Oakland. Playing this timeout game. Very, very, very weird here how this is playing out. It's kind of unexpected, but as we're seeing right now, it looks very grim for Oakland right now. They're down 6 with 17 seconds left on the clock. I'm going to win this, Harj. I mean, fouls are pretty much what you're going to have to tag on.
This is going to be an interesting. If Oakland can come back, it's going to be in a very interesting and unique way. Something we haven't seen from them all year.
Right now, players are getting back on the court here. Pass in for Brooke Quarles-Daniels. Daniels now with the ball, trying to make something happen. Goes over to Van Schaik. Van Schaik now with a three. And it sinks it. 77-82.
Oh, it's in a 5-point game now. Okay.
It's looking very close here. What a shot by Linda Van Schaik, honestly. Was not expecting her to bang out a three like that. 82-77 right now. Right now, this is where the more strategic part of basketball comes.
Yeah.
And really, really something that you're seeing it right now.
Exactly.
We'll send it over to break. We'll be back for the 13.2 seconds of this basketball game. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. 13.2 seconds left in this basketball game, and Kirby will be passing in for the Penguins. Youngstown State here in the lead. Right now, we have Gerald's 5. Brooke Rolls-Daniels gets that foul there, and that'll be free throws for Gerald's.
Well, I'm not sure if you're Dina Gerald's that you'd want your first free throws of the game to come right at the end. I can't imagine the pressure that would entail.
Gets her first one there. 83-77. And now puts her second one up. Second one's good. 84-77. Long pass over there to Markiah McCormick. Over to Brooke Rolls-Daniels. Over to Van Schaik with a shot. It's off. Brooke Rolls-Daniels puts it back in. 79-84 right now. 4 seconds left. It's pretty much over, folks, here. Really think about it, but I guess never say never, right?
Yeah, never say never.
The free throw. The Gestro. She's looking to put this one in. And on the sideline, Oakland's very own Giovanni Mosheri showing some spirit here.
Yeah, he's not a stranger to being Oakland's biggest fan, waving his flag, wearing his bandana and his sunglasses, showing his love for Oakland.
And that would be it, folks. 85-79 is your score. Youngstown State takes it from Oakland. Very good play there by both teams, I'll say. Really what fell down to it was Oakland's defense and starting just letting those 3 points get rang out early.
Oh, yeah.
And those missing those free throws, too, was a big issue there. But great battle, great hustle there by Oakland. Great playing by both teams. And this was a good one, folks. If you're just now tuning in, that was an awesome game there. We're going to send it Send it back now. Final score for the evening is 85, Youngstown State to Oakland University's 79. And I hope everyone here has a good night. Go Grizzlies.
Hello, everyone, and as always, thank you for tuning into 88.3 FM WXOU, your home for Oakland Grizzlies sports. Not the game that the Oakland women's team wanted to come tonight, as they do lose 85-79 to the Youngstown State Penguins. That's going to drop Oakland in the Horizon League standings just a bit, and it's going to give Youngstown a place in front of the Golden Grizzlies. It was a close first half, and near the end, or the middle of the third quarter, OU was finally able to take their first lead of the game, but unfortunately, even due to the personal fouls and the turnovers that YSU had, they were able to push through and were eventually able to put the nail in the coffin and give the 6-point win to the Youngstown State Penguins. On the Penguin side, Shaylee Kirby goes off for 24 and a fantastic 8 for 15 from the field, along with 6 rebounds and 4 assists. Magestro comes through with 18, and Girls comes through with 19. On the Grizzlies side, they had 4 players in double-digit scoring, 19 for McCormick, 16 for Corliss Daniels, 15 for Alexis Johnson, and 12 for Skorupski. But unfortunately, they are not able to pull through in their performance tonight. I thank you all for tuning into this women's college basketball game, and have a good night.